many of us know about the current state of the HISD board. What is the state legislative involvement in resolving their funding, leadership, and school performance issues? And keep it nice.
You said Dallas or Houston?
Houston.
But Dallas went through this too last year, so don't exclude him out.
They went through it.
Yeah, they went through it, and they got through it successfully. Last week, myself, our superintendent, Renita, and the governor of Texas had lunch. I made that happen for her. Because she needs to understand that he needs to understand that, one, she's doing a fantastic job, despite her board. Okay? Despite her board and everything she's had to go through, she's doing a fantastic job. She's on track to get the schools, Wheatley, Cashmere, and Worthing, out of IR, as she did the 30 other schools. The governor needs to know that. So I allowed her to tell him personally. Now, as the state relates to our board, it don't look good. It don't feel good. But sometimes, you got to shake things up sometimes. And when things ain't working out right, sometimes you have to take control of things, Sonny. Yeah. But I can tell you, the superintendent is doing a fantastic job. With the redoing of school finance and the formula being done, HISD, we hope, will be in a better place financially. I'm working with her and her administration to make sure we have funding available to incentivize teachers to go into Wheatley, Cashmere, and Worthing. That's important. Okay, that's important. When you have a problem, you always put your best where the problem is. And you got to find a way. That's the way Dallas got out of it. They incentivized their teachers to go into those schools, and they turned them around.
And the reality is, one of the things that we're talking about for those of you that are teachers, and those teachers that will go into those difficult schools, we're talking about paying those teachers six figures. Six figures. Six figures. And yes, and yes, I know that some of my union friends won't like that, and yes, I think we should have a across-the-board pay increase, but the reality is we've got to shake this system up for the benefit of our children, okay? And that's why it's important to make sure we get those best teachers in there, and we pay them six figures to change what's going on in those schools.
And I'm glad Roy said that, because it gives us an opportunity to tout a little bit. Last session, this brother and myself appropriated $12 million to focus on nothing but our African American boys. Okay. We've identified that if you raise the bar for them, rising waters will raise all boats.
That's right.
But we got to focus on them because they historically and repeatedly always test at the bottom on every standardized test. They're always the highest rate of out-of-school suspension. So if you focus on them, and I'm proud to say that next month we'll kick off my $6 million, my part, my $6 million at Wheatley, Cashmere, Worthing, okay, and Jack Yates, okay, to focus on boys, African-American boys, 40 kids, 40 boys from each one of those schools will enter into something we call a posse program, and some of y'all may have heard about posse, where they're going to move through the whole 9th grade through the 12th grade together in each class, all the way through 12th grade. Their parents will sign contracts that we're going to require them, Rashonda, to do certain things. The school's going to sign a contract with the boys, and they're going to move through the system. And we're going to guarantee them, when they graduate and successfully complete the program, they'll have their own counselor to show them how to fill out financial aid forms, scholarship forms, and applications to college. We're going to move a whole cluster of 120 boys straight through them 4 schools and out of here and on to college.
And let me, y'all remember that Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror? Y'all remember? Yeah. And so here's the deal. I firmly believe, we believe that it should be up to that person in the mirror. And we need to take away all of the excuses. My mama don't love me, my daddy wasn't there, nobody, I can't get anybody to help me. We're trying to take away all excuses that you know that we end up getting in terms of failure to succeed. And so that's what we're doing here. And I can also tell you that that money, I made sure that money is still in the budget for this.
For this other session.
So we'll,
And you should know this. We went to a dinner with Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick,
That's right.
and he asked both of us, just the three of us, and he asked Royce and I, what can I do to help you make an impact in your district? And we immediately said, we got to focus on our black boys. And that's how we got that $12 million.
And he's agreed to help. He's helping. And in Dallas, what we're doing, Houston's a little further along. We're developing.
You say the Texans are better than the Cowboys? Houston's a little further along? No.
We'll see about that next year. But what I'm doing is trying to. No, what I'm doing is developing a public boarding school. Okay, a public.
It went over my head too when he first said it.
A public boarding school, and with a STEM focus, and bringing in the outside industry along with our PTech program to feed into the program to make certain that these kids not only have the theory in the classroom, but be thoroughly, for 5 days a week at least, be in a system, a boarding school that has mentors that will expose them to areas of STEM, and so hopefully we'll be able to develop young men that will be able to go into the STEM industries.